I'm continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Right now we are continuing the story of David and the rebellion of his son Absalom. We read chapter 16, in which Absalom took David's concubines, solidifying the rebellion and making it impossible to go back. No reconciliation is possible after this point. So this is chapter 17, which I will be reading in two separate videos. So here we go, chapter 17. Ahithophel's counsel is overthrown by Hushai's. David is warned and flees over Jordan. Ahithophel hangs himself. The people prepare for war. Moreover, Ahithophel said unto Absalom, Let me now choose out 12,000 men, and I will arise and pursue after David this night. And I will come upon him while he is weary and weak-handed, and will make him afraid. And all the people that are with him shall flee. And I will smite the king only. And I will bring back all the people unto thee. The man whom thou seekest is as if all returned. So all the people shall be in peace. And the saying pleased Absalom well, and all the elders of Israel. So the plan is that Ahithophel is saying, look, David's fleeing. His men are tired, he's tired, they haven't had a chance to regroup or rest. Let me take some men out there. The armies will flee away. I kill David only. And once David's dead, then all the rest of the army will come back and serve you as the heir to the throne. Now, this was a good plan. And it says, basically, once you kill David, peace is restored. We don't have to fight a protracted war. Anyways, verse 4, Then said Absalom, Call now Hushai the Archite also, and let us hear likewise what he saith. And when Hushai was come to Absalom, Absalom spake unto him, saying, Ahithophel hath spoken after this manner. Shall we do after his saying? If not, speak thou. So remember, Hushai is another counselor of David and good friend of David. So that's why he's seeking Hushai's advice as well. That's getting a second opinion, you might say. Verse 7, And Hushai said unto Absalom, The counsel that Ahithophel hath given is not good at this time. For, said Hushai, Thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be chafed in their minds, as a bear robbed of her whelps in the field. And thy father is a man of war, and will not lodge with the people. Behold, he is hid now in some pit, or in some other place. And it will come to pass, when some of them be overthrown at the first, that whosoever heareth it will say, There is a slaughter among the people that follow Absalom. And he also that is valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt. For all Israel knoweth that thy father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men. Therefore, I counsel that all Israel be generally gathered unto thee, from Dan even to Beersheba, as the sand that is by the sea for multitude, and that thou go to battle in thine own person. So shall we come upon him in some place where he shall be found, and we will light upon him as the dew falleth on the ground. And of him and all the men that are with him there shall not be left so much as one. Moreover, if he be gotten into a city, then shall all Israel bring ropes to that city, and we will draw it into the river, until there be not one small stone found there. And Absalom and all the men of Israel said, The counsel of Hushai the Archite is better than the counsel of Ahithophel. For the Lord had appointed to defeat the good counsel of Ahithophel, to the intent that the Lord might bring evil upon Absalom. So, why was Ahithophel's counsel better? Well, what is Hushai's counsel, first of all? He's basically saying, look, you go after David right now. First of all, the people aren't with David. David's with his army hiding someplace. The people may flee from us, but the army's not going to flee. And after the people run away, David and his army is going to come out and massacre us. Because they are men of war. They are experienced, they are skilled, they are mighty men. You send your army out, you are asking for a defeat. And if you are defeated in once this first battle, you lose the first battle, you've lost the war. The people will turn against you. No, wait. Gather your forces, then go out when you have a sufficient force and you can defeat David. Now this sounds like good counsel too. Both ideas sound good. But Ahithophel's was the better counsel. Because David was weary. They were still traveling, and they had gone up to Gibeon. And they were moving slowly. They weren't fleeing. They weren't prepared for war. And Ahithophel knew it. But the people liked the Hushai is more persuasive, saying, "Look, you don't want to fight David." And he kind of plays on the idea and the memories of the people, because David, he's the one that killed Goliath. We read about some of his mighty men in Chronicles. One man took out an army of 300. So he's got an army of 700-800 men. If each one by himself can say take 50, you're talking 600 men can take on an army of 30,000. Well, no, 3,000. Right? $30,000, yeah. He plays on the fears of the people, saying you don't want to fight these guys unless you have an overwhelming advantage. You want to go against them with at least 100 to 1 odds, because these guys are too good to risk it. Now, Ahithophel was right, though. If they had gone out immediately, they probably would have killed David and scattered his army. The men were not ready for war. They were not prepared for it. Even though they were great and mighty men, Absalom's army would have suffered severe losses, but they probably would have won. By waiting, they not only build up their forces, but they give David time to prepare his defenses and build his forces. And I think one other thing that Hushai actually does play on is Absalom thinks he is the hot stuff. He is the man. He is already a king in his own mind. And so he thinks, and I think Hushai plays on this as well. He plays on his fears of, David is a great warrior, but also he says, oh, the rest of Israel is going to come to you anyways, so don't worry about it. You can wait. But not everybody comes to Absalom. Many people go to David. And that is another thing that Hushai plays on, with Absalom's own conceit, his own arrogance, and thinking that everybody was joining him, and only a small force still loyal to David. So that is where we'll leave it here. This is about half of the chapter, and we will pick this up in the next reading. See you then.